Hallöchen and welcome to part number 2. It's getting hot in here, it's August, I'm sweating. And I'm sweating also because the new scenery is coming up, Frankfurt, you know it already. It's gonna be very exciting, and today we're talking about the night lighting, interior, fire station and south side of the airport. So let's go straight into the interview.
Helped us and still do help us a lot with with the development, with any resources we might need, and that's how we also managed to be very accurate, you know, regarding the ground layout, some buildings and stuff like that.
So that's nice to hear. So you guys outside can expect, of course, the most detailed and the most accurate airport. I would like to dive a little bit into the interior, because that's maybe, I don't know if it's a Joe Allen thing, but we talked about that already in Oslo, and I know that there was your focus to have a ground interior, but only then when it's of course visible out of the cockpit, which it makes sense from the, let's say, flight crew.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same approach, that we want to make sure that there is something there to look at when you're parked with your aircraft, but it's not going to be like 100% accurate. You're not going to be able to go in there and, like, you know, navigate your way through the stores as they are in real life, mainly because it's like a massive airport, so that would be very resource heavy in general, but it would also take away a lot of development time that we could instead use on different areas that are going to be more, you know, impactful for the overall quality of the product. So so you can say it really helps with like it helps more with the feel of being there than just staring at like a flat window texture. That's not really gonna give you any depth.
What I like here, can talk about maybe the night lighting, is it is bright where it should be, because that's what I know when I'm flying. But once you are going, let's say, to the taxi lane, which is next to the parking positions, it becomes very fast dark, because of course there are no light poles. And what I see here so far is it is bright in the terminal area, and it's then decreasing rapidly. For example, here you see it off the other side there, where taxiway, I don't know, November, I think, right? So it's completely in darkness. On the other side where the parking positions are, it's very bright. So night lighting, was there any specialties, or is there anything you would like to talk about, talking about the night lighting?
Well, it's a lot of lights to place.
I guess Lucas, you did the dynamic lights.
I placed those. We had another modeler working on objects like all the floodlights. We have like 40 different floodlight types in Frankfurt. There's even more which we actually didn't implement, but there's a lot of different floodlight types. I placed them along with the dynamic lights, but it's a lot of lights. If you go to 07 left, you will see that I started placing some dynamic lights there as well, along the service road, which is also very characteristic for Frankfurt.
Okay, so the service road is completely lit up in the night, right?
Yeah, all around the airport, basically.
But nice. Okay, so night lighting, it looks amazing, and it is, let's say, in a city which is bright up in the night, right? So that's what you have normally in the airport, especially if you're landing, I think, on runway 25 right. So when you're on the approach, and then you're on the left-hand side, you have the airport fully lighted up. That looks very impressive in the night. Yeah, that's a different, let's say, experience. You don't have often that on any other airports, where you fly basically over the terminal, more or less, let's say, this way, right? Last part maybe is the south, let's say, cargo city, and the Lufthansa Technik in the south, and the fire station. The fire station especially was, I think, one of the first screenshots beside of the fuel tanks we shared to the outside back in the days. Yeah, I mean, here's everything included. What do you expect? Even the new apron, which is there in the south, left of the fire station.
It's the new general aviation apron, because
right now on taxiway Sierra, they're going to extend it through the old, let's say, general aviation parking spaces and also through the cargo parking spots there further down. And yeah, so these are currently not in use, but we'll include them anyway.
Do you have anything you would like to mention on top in terms of the scenery during the development, during the stuff you did here, during the work? Were there some special moments where you say that was Frankfurt specific?
Well, everything is Frankfurt specific. Okay, well, the main focus, of course, was modeling-wise, at least, was on the terminal. And like I said earlier, I mean, this is also where we spend most of our time when we visited the airport. But yeah, I mean, everything is kind of unique in Frankfurt. The buildings, the floodlights, the cloud objects, the glass fences, the ground layout, the textures, the materials used.
I guess like the overpass or the highway, that's really Frankfurt specific.
Yeah, right.
The taxiway crossing the highways. That's something that was sort of important to get right. So it's basically a mixture of like terraforming, so the terrain mesh, and then a 3D model with like a hard surface on it, so you're able to taxi across the bridge itself.
Yeah, and don't have any jumps in there, right? So
hopefully, yes.
We'll see.
No, it should be fun.
Yeah.
So that was part 2 finished, and the next one, you believe it or not, we're coming closer, and there were many guesses in the comments and on our Discord, for example, what this number 4 could stand for, and today we have another number for you, so let's go!